Star Parker joins us now. She is president of the Center for Urban Renewal and Education. Welcome back to the program.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
3 students are being hailed by the media for their courage, but you blame students for this shooting. Tell us why.
Well, not necessarily one individual student, but we can call for gun control if we want to as a nation. We can call for more federal laws if we want to as a nation. But usually when you're faced with tragedy, you first check yourself.
How so?
We have forgotten how to just look inwardly. You know, we become such a nation of victims that we forgot to say, wait a minute, what could I have done? Usually,
well, what could these poor students have done?
Well, perhaps said hello. Perhaps said, I'm sorry to hear your dad died. This is a very small community of people we're talking about. This is not the responsibility of Washington, D.C. or the NRA. This is the responsibility of people that are closest to someone to be able to look them in the eye as an individual. See, the challenge with this whole nation of victims is now it's not about us anymore. It's about somebody else. Our problems are somebody else's fault. Well, no, actually, this is a very small community. Someone must have saw his sadness. Someone must have known that his dad died.
This is very un-PC of you to say this after this tragedy. I think many in the media are saying, oh, it's guns, and the media are trying to drive this gun policy debate. What you're saying is that it's local, local, local.
Well, it's insidious what happens when we politicize every issue now. This is really, really tragic for us as a country that so quickly has diminished into a debate about gun control. Are you serious? We haven't even gotten the names yet. We hadn't even let ourselves comprehend what is happening with our students. Why is it that we've so exposed them? You know, I was in a hotel when the news broke, and I thought, wait a minute, this doesn't happen in hotels simply because hotels are one entrance, and they're wide open. The concierge is right there. So is the check-in counter. Maybe we should open up the schools. What we've done is said, okay, they walk into school and they're all by themselves. The administrator's somewhere behind an office door. The principal's behind an office door. They don't even connect with their students. They don't even see their students until they come into the classroom. So I think that maybe we should think about ourselves as a country of people and say, what can we as individuals do and what could we have done to prevent things like this? And one of the things that we can do is we can connect to other individuals.
What do you think about the breakdown of the family? Do you think that that plays into all of these massacres that we're seeing?
Absolutely, to some degree. We have a lot of people who now have a lot of tragedy in their lives because family life has totally collapsed. You know, I run CURE in Washington, D.C., the Center for Urban Renewal and Education. So we look at all the data. I can tell you numbers of how broken we are as a society and how now we've diminished to where husbands, married to wives with children, households are at about 18% of the population. So it's really, really bad. But so what happens next? What happens next is society plays a role. And the only role we play as a society, the only place we get to interject our values into somebody else's children's lives is in the classroom, is in the school. So yes, this is where it broke down for this young man. When he went to school, he should have been able to be embraced. That school environment should have known that he had tragedy in his life.
Yet they expelled him.
Well, they expelled him probably because he was acting up. And he was probably acting out because he probably didn't have any friends. No, whoever sat next to him in class, they better not be the ones that are protesting out there today.
Star Parker, president of the Center for Urban Renewal and Education. Thank you for your opinion.
You're welcome.